As Friedrich Nietzsche says, without music, life would be a mistake. Have you ever listened and connected with a song, or anything music for that matter? I'm pretty sure everyone in the world will say yes. Music has been in my life since I was a really little kid. I remember listening to music on the radio with my friends and singing and playing instruments with all my cousins and my grandma. And it's been a strong point in my life, and so I decided to talk about it. And today we'll be talking about how it's made me confident and how I've come to terms with feelings because of it and what I decided to do with my life. Doing musicals and singing has made me into the fearless person that I am. I used to not talk in school. When people would ask me questions, I would start to stutter when I was answering them. But at recess I was perfectly fine. I was probably one of the most talkative people out there, and I'm really loud and kind of obnoxious once you get to know me. And singing, when I sang solos, I got really nervous beforehand, but then once I start singing, I completely block everything out. And sometimes I completely block everything out and don't even pay attention to the words that I'm singing. When I was singing the national anthem for probably going on one of 50 times that I've sang it, my brain was somewhere else and I messed up the words and I didn't even notice it. People were coming up to me and they're like, "You got through that really well. You didn't even stutter." And I was like, "That's because I didn't know that I messed up." So I might want to pay attention a little bit more. When I auditioned for my scholarship at Wartburg for next year, I was really nervous. I couldn't sleep for about 2 days straight, and when I got in there, I probably had one of my best performances I've ever had, and so that was really, it helped my confidence a lot. As Aldous Huxley says, after silence, that which comes nearest to expressing the unexpressible is music. Which brings me to my next topic. I have come to terms with a lot of my feelings with music. When I was in about 7th grade, my dad, up until 7th grade, my dad had been out of my life. And in 7th grade, my dad emailed me one day, and then he kept calling, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk to him or not. And I wrote a lot of songs and lyrics about his alcoholism and him not being a part of my life. And writing that helped me forgive him, because it made me realize that if I meant enough to him to have him stop drinking, then I should just give him that chance to be there for me. I've realized through certain songs, mostly by Taylor Swift, that when friendships are over and when relationships are over and when it's not worth the time and the effort that you're putting in to it's not worth it to you to just keep trying and fighting for something that's not going to fight back. And it helps me escape reality. When I'm singing, I'm in a different world. I'm not Taylor. I'm whatever I'm singing. I'm a completely different person. If there's something to be changed in this world, then it can only happen through music. It helped me figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I've known since a young age that I was really good at helping people, and I really wanted to help people in life. And I knew that I wanted to use music when I grew up, and I didn't want to lose the music ability that I have. And so I was looking for a job shadow one day during school, and they didn't have a choir director, which was what I always thought I really wanted to do. But they had this thing called music therapy, And I was like, what's that? So I looked it up, and basically it's helping someone forget about things, basically. It helps people through music. And I'm really looking forward to being able to help people. I want to help little kids in hospitals that don't have long to live to kind of cope with how they, to just get away from how they're feeling and how they feel like they want to, there's no point. Well, I want them to forget about everything. I want them to go into their own separate reality. As Ray Charles says, I was born with music inside me. Music was one of my parts, like my ribs, like my kidneys, my liver, my heart. Like my blood, it was a force already within me. When I arrived on this scene, it was a necessity for me, like food or water. Going through life would be boring and sad. I'm going to give you guys a tip, and I want you to try it. Listen to at least one song a day, and try and relate yourself to it, and forget about all the stresses that you have and everything in your life, and just listen to the lyrics. As Paul Simon says, music is forever. Music should grow and mature with you, following you right up until you die.